Amy, my moo. Woo! Gotta move up. Hey, great legs tonight. Oh, whose flowers are these? They're so pretty. Yeah, I've been here since 6. My routine almost takes an hour. Can we call costuming? These shoes don't feel right. No. You got a job at Stardust. Hey, break legs tonight. Billy's out tonight? Who's in for Billy? No. Yeah.
Sage and Jessica, this is your 30-minute call. Once again, Sage and Jessica, this is your 30-minute call.
Yeah.
Hey guys. Hi everybody. Welcome to Thank You 5, the podcast. That was the first time I've ever heard the background. Ooh. There we go. Woo. I'm like lagging on my other channel. Okay, we're good now. We're here. I like heard myself like 5 seconds later. I'm like, what's happening? Hi guys, welcome to Thank You 5, the podcast. This is the first time I'd ever heard the background vocals with Sage.
Listen, I was trying to put my best like stuff that theater people say. I was like, she got a job at Stardust? Like, what's happened? Who's on for Billy? I really tried hard.
I personally loved it. Hi everybody. My name is Jessica Medley. Sage, who are you?
I'm Sage Starkey.
Hey, there we go.
Yes. And this is Thank You 5, the podcast.
Or live edition.
Was it now vodcast now? Is that where we are?
Are we? I mean, I guess this is a vodcast, right?
right. So Thank You 5, the podcast. Great.
Yeah, this will be available. We're gonna put it on our podcast. So if you're watching right now, you're seeing a very exclusive vodcast version. So
yes,
that's where we're at.
This is super exciting because obviously, well, actually, first of all, this has been our debut month, which has been huge. And I was just talking to Jessica about all of this stuff. Like all of our analytics and stuff. And thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening to every episode, all 3 so far. We're releasing a new episode every week. And then at the end of the month, we do a live stream like right here with you guys. But the whole point of this is for you to jump on this live stream, which we've got a couple are already down below, which is huge. But if you want to so what do we talk about this week, Jess?
Well, this week, this month.
No, I'm sorry, this month. Sorry, you're right.
I was like, well, this week, what did we talk about? So this month we started our podcast off with some of our worst stage moments, very embarrassing moments. We thought we would start off the podcast, being all red and faced and embarrassed of ourselves. And then the next week we did our best moments to have some humble redemption. Those were really fun to talk about. And then for our first episode in our A to Z series, Sage covered Audra McDonald and I covered obviously Anastasia. Nobody's surprised. That's what we've done this week, Sage.
Yeah, and so basically what we want to do for this live stream is we basically want you guys to hop on this live stream and tell your stories with us. We want you to tell your stories. So tell us maybe something, a crazy moment that happened to you on stage that was super embarrassing or super crazy, or maybe a moment that you felt your best when you're on stage, a rock star moment, or who cares? Even if you have something that you love about the letter A, then just like hop on the stream and tell us. But here's how you can do that. Down in the description, there is a link, and you're gonna click on that link. And I think there are a couple rules. I think maybe you need to make sure that the link is in Chrome or something like that. But
I use mine in Chrome if that helps.
Yeah. So, but click on that link, and also if you have trouble getting on, there is another link below that should help you get in if you guys need help getting in. But just a couple real quick things. We are live, so make sure if you are going to enter the stream, make sure you mute us. That way there isn't a crazy sound delay. And you can use your phone as iPad as well if you're still quarantining on the couch like I am.
Hey.
Also,
I'm on the floor, so
right. I mean, it's fine. Right. This is definitely an experiment for us. So the first time we've ever done this. So be kind. We
have no idea what we're doing.
We have no clue what we're doing. Our backstage area only holds 10 people at a time. So if you can't get in the first time, try a few minutes later and you might be able to. So cool. While we wait for more people to log in, which we've got a couple, which is great so far.
Yay. That's so exciting.
Yeah. Let's get the ball rolling. Do you have any stories that you kind of want to talk about?
I had one story. We were talking about going back and like just adding in another either like best moment or a worst moment. And so I freaked out before this. I'm like, oh wow, I didn't plan in advance. And then I remembered I have so many worst moments. I'm just an embarrassing person. So this is one of my embarrassing moments that happened when I was doing Oklahoma. So I did Oklahoma. I was Gertie Cummings in that at a regional summer stock theater. And so it was, I believe it was our last night of Oklahoma, I want to say. Yeah. That's why it was embarrassing. It was the last night. And I was in the dream ballet sequence. Usually there's like actual dancers in it. And there was some. I wasn't one of them. So I ended up being I think we called them saloon girls. And
that was my nickname in college, saloon girl.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right, good. You're changing your Twitter handle to that then.
Yeah.
So I was a saloon girl, and there was a part that we had choreographed where the saloon girls were like doing a dance around Judd, which is like in a sense the villain of the show. And there was a part that I like laid over his lap and then did a backflip. I don't know how I got volunteered to do that, but it was going pretty well. Like I hadn't messed up yet. And so there it comes. So the last night I like go to do the thing and then we like do the check. I forget how we like signaled that I was ready, but I believe my Judd did it like either too soon or like I missed something. Basically, I fell off in the middle of it. This is like in the middle of the stage.
Oh no, in closing night too.
In closing night, there was like no redemption the next night or anything. So I like did it and then I just like flipped over and landed like really hard and I didn't catch myself. And I was like, we're fine. And then I got up and everyone's like, are you good? I'm still not sure, but I didn't hurt anything. So everything's okay. But
I love it.
That was sad.
Well, that's a great story. I'm gonna save mine for later because we've got some people down below who kind of want to tell us some stories. But again, just a real again, do you want to say if you want to tell us your story, worst mistakes, best things that ever happened on stage or whatever? Click on the link below. And let's first up. I think we've got Taylor, first one to enter the room here. Okay. Taylor, we're bringing you on.
Are you ready?
Hi, Taylor.
Hi, Taylor. Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you both?
I'm good. Look at that shirt. That's a nice shirt.
Wait, I can't see what is the shirt?
That's a lightning thief shirt.
The lightning thief
shirt.
Yes. I love it. Have you seen the have you heard the musical yet?
Yes, I saw it in Tampa 2 days after Jessica, actually.
Yes, Taylor. Yes. Oh my god, it was so good.
That's amazing. So, Taylor, what brings you on the stream? What do you want to talk about?
I wanted to talk about a best moment for me.
A best moment. I love that. Let's start off with some positivity. That's awesome.
So I am a tech person, so this is a little bit different than you guys. But
hey,
I worked
we can't do this without you guys. Techs are the best, so we love you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I worked as a student director on a production of Suzical 2 years ago now. And I worked with a bunch of middle schoolers. And I worked for like over 100 hours on this production from the first day to the last closing night. Yeah. And on the closing night, they brought me up with the actual directors and our choreographer on stage and thanked me in front with all of the kids. And all of the kids, like, I was part of the group hug with all the adults, and it was just really cute. And like all of those kids now were at my high school that I just graduated from, or are still at the middle school. And anytime I go back, they always are talking to me and coming up to me and asking me, how am I doing? And it was really fun.
So cute.
I love
so
that.
Good. I love when you guys are able to get like recognition, because I know, like, you know, we'll gesture at the end of a show, but it's like being able to come out on stage and get that. I love that for you. That's awesome. Yes. Well, and again, you guys, again, literally, actors are no one without their incredible tech. So absolutely. Taylor, thank you for taking care of us and killing the game. And yes, thank you so much. And again, thank you for sharing your awesome Seussical story. I love Seussical. I was in it 4 times, no stress, but just too many times. Wait, who were you? Sorry, you broke up. What did you? What? Who were you? I said I was in it 4 times. I don't know why, but I was a bird girl, so I get it. What's real quick before we let you go, Taylor? What's your favorite show you've ever been a part of?
Probably Seussical.
Yeah. It's so whimsical and like.
Yeah, exactly. And like the kids could be themselves almost on stage, so it was really fun. Yeah, I love that. So sweet.
Well, Taylor, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for coming on. This is so awesome. I love this. We've never done this before, so I'm like freaking out.
Hey, Taylor, you have a good night. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, girls. See you later. Bye.
Oh, that was awesome.
It was so much fun.
Next up, she was the next one in the room.
Okay.
Let's bring on. I'm gonna botch this. It's Miri, maybe. Let's say.
Yes, it is.
It is Miri.
It is.
Hey, how are you doing?
How are you doing, Miri?
Good. I'm really good.
That's awesome. Yay. Do you have a story for us? A good moment, a bad moment? What you got?
I was a stage manager for my college's dance department.
Ooh, okay.
And we didn't have a real stage. We took a gym and like hung curtains and lights. It looked professional, but I didn't have a box. I had 30 foot of cord. And I had one rule: thou shalt not sit backstage. So we're
That's
doing
a good rule.
And this is why we're doing dress. And she had to, I don't even know who it was. I couldn't tell you this person's name, but she had to watch her friend. You're allowed to sit in the house. It's dress. We don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I stepped on her. And then 3 numbers later, she sat on my cord and unplugged me because I had to. It was like a really tight queue. I had to like back up with the dancers and watch them. And yeah, she unplugged me. So
oh my gosh. Miri, did you tell us this story on Instagram? Yes. Oh my gosh. I was like, yes, this is awesome. Oh my gosh. I saw that. I literally read it and I laughed out loud. I was like, of course, the entire power goes out. It's just insane.
That's why you never sit backstage.
And we didn't have like chairs. Like she was sitting on the gym floor. And then, I stopped everybody and I'm like, I flipped on the house lights. I was like, that's it. Like, don't. And then we had, and this was the same show that we had a choreographer and he's like, I want these cues really tight. And I'm like, they cannot go faster than physics. Like there is an actual time that it takes for light to go out. And, whatever it was not acceptable to him. I'm like, well, unless you can change physics, this is the way it's going to be.
Directors definitely have they have their vision and they're not going to move far from it. So I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, Miri, before we let you go, tell us the favorite show you've ever been a part of.
Well, I haven't done much on stage, but I was in Guys and Dolls my senior year of high school, which was 1990 something, and I was the front right hotbox dancer, and I managed to get my pearls down a tuba during Take Back Your Mink.
All right.
Yes, that's
nice.
awesome.
It was. I was a hotbox dancer. It was my dream because I've never had a speaking role ever.
Yeah.
I
bet you
love
killed
that.
it.
I did. Well, and because
Yeah.
I just recently started taking singing lessons again. I'm 45 and I figured it's never too late.
It is never too
Never
late.
too late.
Community theater, so I need the skills.
That's right, especially during this crazy time where everything is still kind of shut down. Like now's the time to learn a new trick.
Just like Jess, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
we're trying.
right. Well, Mary, thank you for talking to us. We hope to see you soon.
No problem. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
I do want to say.
What happened?
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say my Wi-Fi did something during that story, so if you saw me paused or something, I don't know what was happening.
No,
but we're back
girl.
now.
No. We've got some people still waiting down below. We got four people right now. Waiting down below. But again, if you want to come and talk to us, click the link down below. I do want to talk about some of these comments real quick. Carly, yes, we are ready for Hamilton.
Very excited.
We are ready for Hamilton.
Have you ever seen the live stage?
No, I've never. I haven't seen it live, but I have some friends in it, and I've never seen it live. So
you and me both. I know. I was like, I missed it, and I want to see it. So I'm very excited that we get to watch it from the comfort of our couches.
Yes. All right, let's bring in another fun person who we actually know personally.
Do we know them?
We do know them. He's our good friend, Sir. He's in the backstage going, Sir Cesar De La Rosa.
No!
Yeah!
Hi, babe.
Hi, love. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I love you guys. This is
I
so
love
awesome.
you.
This is so awesome. You know,
You're
Thank
so
you.
cute.
I'm obsessed with this. You guys have been killing it. Sage has been killing it with the shows. The shows
Thank
that he's
you.
been doing,
So
and
many shows.
having both of you together doing this, I think it's brilliant. And I was watching the preview and listening to Sage do the background vocals. I commented on YouTube. And seeing the graphic, I was like, if that door doesn't open or go in, and then the graphic zoomed in, I'm like, yes, I'm this show.
Oh my god, I love it.
I love you guys. I'm just full of like gratitude for the excellence you guys have been putting into the show. So thank you. We really need it.
Caesar, that really means a lot, especially coming from you. For those of you who don't know who Caesar is one of the most talented singers, performers out there. He's redonkulous.
Thank you.
So, Caesar, tell us, do you have a fun story for us?
Yes, I kind of wanted to share. I'll share them really quickly. I have a worst and a best.
Yeah, do it.
But a little bit of background. I did not discover the magic of musical theater until I joined high school. I did not know any of that. I did not know it existed until 8th grade, and we were picking our electives, and my friend was like, you should do musical theater. And I was like, because there's a musical theater class in high school, and I'm like, musical theater, what's that? And she's like, it's when you sing, when you dance, and when you act at the same time. And I'm like,
Impossible.
And then freshman year, I was this happened to be my worst story. My first musical was Joseph, and then for competition, we took Godspell as a one act.
Oh,
and
okay.
I was the only freshman in an upper class like thing, which I thought was like really cool. But musical theater in high school is kind of like Hogwarts, where you learn like these new things that were part of like the institution, like these elixirs, like the apple cider vinegar and honey with warm water. I discovered that with during one of the rehearsals that we were doing, and we were doing the staging where we were kind of like in a playground. I don't know if you guys ever seen like the Godspell in that version, like where they do students in a playground. I had to climb up. My line was like, climb up a box, gather round, brothers and sisters. I was so sick from drinking the apple cider vinegar and honey, and I did not know how my body was going to react, that once I climbed up, gather, brrr, I gave the biggest flatulent part to this poor upper class person in her face, and we're not friends on Facebook. And I think every time she unfriends me, I think every time I find out she's not friends, I'm just like, it must have been that moment And it was so embarrassing because they're all under me in the box and they're all looking up like this and their faces are, I kid you not, like, because you can't really see their face.
Oh no!
I love that.
That's my favorite story.
Yeah.
All right, tell us your best moment.
Best moment. It was 1X as well. I was a junior. I was El Gallo for the Fantastics. The Fantastics? Yeah, the Fantastics.
Fantastics.
Yeah.
Fantasmic is at Disney World.
That's a Disney World show. Fantastics with a CK. And I was El Gallo. And, for 1X, you have to bring in your stage and bring it out. But we wanted to do very vaudeville type style. So they built up this, like, stage with a little platform that people had to carry on the sides of the platform. And they have to drop it while El Gallo does this beginning lines like, the story begins with a boy and a girl and a box or something like that. But on the second day that we did it, or one of the days, or I guess the official day that we did it, we had a bench and the people ran the box into the bench and the whole box just tilted with like curtains and all. Everything was tilted.
Oh my God.
And I still had to say my lines and everyone was like, you could hear this communal like, oh, like around in the audience.
The groan.
Once you heard it and then I still said my line, boys and girls, and then I would refer to and I would say, and a box. And people thought it was an improv line. They lost their minds. I won Best Actor that year for that
line.
For that moment, and that's it. Those are my stories.
I love that.
If no one remembers you for anything, I hope it's for that line.
Yeah, and a box.
And a box. Caesar, thank you for being here. It's so lovely to see your face.
No, it's so lovely to see you guys too. See your beautiful
You're the best.
faces.
We love you so much.
Big hugs. Hope to see you soon.
Big hugs. All
I
right.
love you.
I love that man. I'm so glad he was able to hop on.
I am too. That was so exciting. You said we knew him. I'm like, oh my God, who is it? Is it Ryan? Because I know he's like in the other room watching this all happen.
No. All right. Next up on this list, I see we have Lauren. All right, Lauren, we're bringing you on. All right. So there we go. If Lauren, and again, everybody down below, I promise I see you. I promise we're going to try and get to as many people as we can. All right, here we go.
We have so many.
I know. I'm shocked. I'm like, oh my gosh, they love us. They really love us.
Oh my God, shut up.
I'm kidding. No, that's super silly.
That's a joke.
That's a joke. It's a joke. All right, we're bringing on Lauren. Here we go. All right, Lauren, you're on mute. You got to unmute. There we go.
Yes. Hi, Lauren. How are you?
Right here. They say hello.
Hi, puppy.
Oh, wait. Tell us their names again.
So this is Dax. Koa, come here. Come here, Koa. He's our new puppy, and he's just look at this little rascal.
You. Oh, this little face.
They're always the center of attention.
As they should be, honestly.
Right. They'll be here the whole time. Thank you so much for bringing me on. I'm nervous.
No, please.
Me
don't
too.
Be nervous.
I get it.
My heart's like pounding. I just want to start off with saying, Jess, oh my God, I just love your Instagram and your YouTube. Your videos make me so happy.
Oh,
and
nice.
I just love your content. You're so great. And Sage, I found out about you through this podcast, and I just love following your social now too. And you guys are just awesome.
Well, Lauren,
so
now we're gonna have to follow you back because I'm officially obsessed with you. So
oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, I listen to your podcast while I walk the dog. So
oh my God,
it.
that's so nice.
Yeah,
well, Lauren, tell us your story.
Okay, I have two stories. I'll make them really quick. So the first one was in 8th grade. It was when I first started my acting career. I don't do it anymore, but whatever. So I'm in 8th grade, my first drama class. Mm-hmm. Our assignment was to do a music video, to reenact a music video. Okay. So like the little 8th grade me, like you're so creative. And you're like, I can do anything.
Oh, yes.
Jess, you're going to appreciate this. As soon as I thought of this, I was like, she's going to love this.
Oh, I'm so excited.
My music video idea was Do You Believe in Magic with Allie and AJ. Yes! Yes, I love them. I am not kidding you, Jess. I rolled up to class with paint buckets to reenact the music video because they like throw paint all over the room.
They do.
And I was like, this is my moment. This is how I'm breaking into the scene. Yes. And my drama teacher was like, what are you doing? You're throwing paint around my classroom.
You're like, you don't get it. It's for art.
Exactly. I was like, I'm a creative genius.
believe in magic.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed.
So like, it didn't end well. He didn't let me do it, so like I had to do it without the paint, and it was just not as great. But
I get it.
I had good intentions, but like throwing paint around a classroom wasn't the best idea.
Hey, you know what? We all have those moments. I love it. I'm obsessed.
Right. So then in high school, my good moment was my sophomore year. I auditioned for a couple of shows and didn't get in. I eventually was contacted by the director, and she wanted me to, like, I guess somebody dropped out of Annie. That was the musical we were doing that year. And so I was one of the backups. So she brought me in. I was like, this is my moment. And so I did that musical. It was great. Loved it. And then after that show, she actually approached me and asked me to be the student director. So then my junior and senior years, I became the student director. And I never really thought about doing anything backstage. I always thought my dream was to be on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was brought backstage and directed the shows. My favorite one was Wizard of Oz. It was so cool.
That's so cool.
I love that.
Made a transition to backstage. And then my senior year, I got awarded with the Excellence in Theater Award.
Come on now.
That's amazing. Yes. A redemption.
That's right. I was like, you know what? Maybe on stage isn't for me, but I loved being backstage, and it ended up paying off. And it was such a privilege to get that award because I had so many talented people in my class. And just to get that, I was like, me? So
I love that so much.
Tell me again, who were you the backup for in Annie?
I was just like an extra in the background. I was like 5 people. I was like a homeless person. My dogs are fighting. I'm so sorry. This is just what they do.
This is the content I am all for.
They love each other. It's fun. But yeah, so I was like a couple different people. I was just like I was like a New Yorker, a homeless person. Like I had a couple different roles, but it was so much fun.
If I could give you an award for being a homeless person, I would.
Thank you so much. I had one line.
That's New Yorker.
Thank you.
Well, Lauren, thank you for being here. We've had so much fun.
Yes, thank you guys so much
for coming on. This is awesome.
Or we'll see you soon, Lauren.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Lauren.
Oh my gosh, I am literally living for this, Jess.
We didn't know what to expect. Sage is like, we have to have a plan if nobody shows up. There's people here.
Oh, and these stories are everything. So
oh my god, so good.
Keep going. And again, all right, great. Let's keep on rolling. All right, next up, Lindsay, we're gonna bring you on. You are next. So I hope you're ready for this. That was my. I'm sorry. I already feel ashamed that I just.
I don't support that.
All right, here we go.
Hi, Lindsay. Hi.
How are you doing, Lindsay?
I'm good. How are you?
We're good. We're good.
Look at that poster in the background. Yes, girl. Yes. Got some
oh my gosh.
In the house.
Oh no.
The fanatic. So
fanatic. Yes, I get it.
I'm obsessed. Hey, so Lindsay, tell us what do you want to talk about?
So I have 2 stories.
Okay.
So right now I'm a junior in gonna be a senior in high school, and the first story is the bad story, and it was we did one act this year, and it was 10 ways to survive a zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
And I'm like 5 foot, and everyone around me is like 6 or even like 5'3", and I'm like the shortest. And we are like zombies, so we're supposed to be like in little clumps. So I won a competition. They're like, okay, we're gonna put your set on the stage, and then you're gonna do the whole scene. So we were doing it, and we're like running across the stage, and this giant tire is in the middle of the stage, and I can't see where I'm going because all these people are around me, and I'm like, how am I gonna see? Where am I going? And I just like fall right on top of the tire, and I'm just like in pain. And then like to like, get over it, I like do like an army crawl off the stage. It was like right by the wing, so I was fine, but I was like army crawling off the stage. Yes. When afterwards the judges came in and tell us like our scoring and what they liked, what they didn't like, and they were like, who's the little girl who fell on the stage? Are you okay? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. So
I
Yeah.
think at one point we've all had to do some sort of army crawl off a stage. I feel
completely.
I feel like that's a rite of passage in theater. We just gotta we're gonna take a fall and just, oh gosh, I missed my cue. I missed my cue.
No one will see me as I crawl off stage.
Yeah, like my friends were like, was that part of the scene? And I'm like, yeah, just go with it. They'll be part of the scene, I guess.
Yeah, everything's fine. I don't.
I love it. Real quick, what's your other story?
And the other story is, so this year we did, what is it? Oh my gosh.
Dream. It's been weird. I get it.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
And
my teacher, I didn't get cast in the show when we first cast it. And she was like, oh, I'm going to put you in sound design because I never really worked with sound before. I've only just been like a techie and run off stage and run on stage crew situation. So she's like, I'm putting you in sound. Then I think maybe it was 3 weeks before the show it's supposed to be on stage. And she's like, oh, our puck, got sick. We need someone to fill in. She asked me to do it. And I'm like, I have to remember all those lines. Puck's like the main character of the show, all these lines and go on stage. And like, I think that was the most like amazing moment this year in my entire life of acting because like Shakespeare is so hard. And like,
oh my God.
It was just such an amazing moment to like be able to do that and like, have only 2-3 weeks to do it. Like, I think I did pretty good. So
that's so cool. Oh my, I couldn't even like if I had a year to do Shakespeare, I still couldn't do it. So the fact that you could do that in such a short amount of time, that's amazing. That's so cool.
And on top of that, I was still the sound design. So I was doing the sound and being at the exact time. And I'm like, I guess I'm a superhero at the show because I have to do both.
Girl, they should have paid you all that work.
Really.
That's amazing. Well, Lindsay, thank you so much for sharing your stories, and I'll say this, especially because I said this about the text, and because you obviously you basically stepped in, you kind of were the pseudo understudy, which is huge. And there's great power in being an understudy. Oh my gosh, understudies are the unsung heroes of theater because it's not easy. So mad props to you, Lindsay.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for coming on. That was awesome.
Thank you. This is so much fun.
Awesome.
Yay,
Thanks.
Glad. We are so glad.
Yes. Bye, Lindsay.
Bye.
Yeah.
So I got real quick. Oh, Lindsay, hold on. Lindsay, are you still there?
Yeah.
There we go. I gotta show. There's a lot of love for you about your Anastasia posters right now happening. So
Ryan.
I just wanted to make sure you saw the love. So anyway, all right. Bye, Lindsay.
Bye.
I gotta say, I'm obsessed with that story because were you ever an understudy before?
I was, yes.
Okay.
It's hard.
It is hard. One time I got a call at 10 p.m. on a Saturday to go and I was not involved with the show. I wasn't even an understudy. I got a call at 10 p.m. on Saturday to go in for the 2:00 show.
I knew that's what you were gonna say, and I didn't want you to say it.
On Sunday, yeah, as Gabe in Next to Normal, and I when I kid you not, I did it with a script in hand, and I was like, "Here we go." It was weird. But that's theater.
I mean, did you hear about that girl? Oh, I don't know her name. It was a production in Orlando of Sweeney Todd where the Mrs. Lovett. She got injured.
A good friend of mine, Sarah Catherine Barnes.
Yeah, she literally wasn't in the show, and then learned the role in like a day, like such a short amount of time for Mrs. Lovett in a song. I can't. Doesn't make sense to me.
All right,
it's magic.
Marissa, you are up next. We're gonna bring you on, Marissa. All right, here we go. Let's see what's going on with Marissa. All right, here we go.
Hi,
Marissa. How are you?
I'm good. My heart's beating so fast right now because I'm waiting. I have a bit of stage fright when it comes to speaking, so it's like a little.
Seriously, no stress at all. We're literally just sitting here with our coffee, and I'm sure she's drinking something.
It's water.
It's
water, but we're literally loving these stories, so there's no stress at all.
No pressure. I'm on my floor. If that makes you feel better.
Well, I've always been like a wannabe theater kid, but I've never really had options with like school and stuff. But I have 2 stories, like so many people on this live stream so far. But one's a good one, one's a bad one. Surprisingly, none of them are from school because, like, as most kids, it's like you go to theater class. I didn't have that, but mine was from my bad story. My bad story is from like kindergarten, not kindergarten. What's before kindergarten? Daycare. Okay. Yeah. It was like a Christian daycare where we do plays every now and again, and I don't really have memory of rehearsal for this play, but I got cast as Mother Goose.
Okay.
And I only remember the night of the show where the caretaker came over to me, put on a bonnet, glasses, and a beak. And I always remember being so stunned, like I'm wearing a beak. And when it was my turn to come on, I like said one word, and then I forgot all of my lines. Where the person who put the beak on me had to mouth them to me. And I was like, "I'm Mother Goose" or something like that.
Yes.
That's my first memory of being on stage, and I was like, "Of course, we're bombing it."
You gotta go through that to get to the good, though. That's how it works.
I was like 5. It was so weird. And then my good story is when I was at a camp, and I signed up for like the theater activity, and we were just to like warm each other up. We were doing like we had scene partners, and each one of us got like a different scene. We just read them to each other, and then we perform them for the group. And mine with my scene partner, it was a conversation between the devil and God. And we were switching it back and forth. And I just remember when I was playing the devil, one of the instructors stopped by and went, "Wow, you're really convincing as Satan."
Oh gosh.
And I was just like really shocked. So I was like, "Thank you.
Thank you so much."
You're
Like,
welcome.
oh. So that's my good moment. Being Satan. Yeah.
Everyone has a type, I guess.
I guess you know what.
It was a joke.
If there's gonna be a good moment, it's gonna be. Oh gosh, I really played Satan well. So take that, Broadway.
Broadway, I'm ready for you.
Marissa, thank you for being here.
All right, thank you so for doing the live stream.
Of course.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye.
We'll see you later. Bye.
Oh my gosh, I love that. You're Satan and you're killing it.
Taylor Bray said, "Hades Town is waiting for you." I'm like, yes.
Taylor Bray. Awesome. Thanks, Taylor. I love that. All right. Okay, we don't have a bunch of time left. I see we've got three or four people left. So we're gonna do that, and then I told the stage manager to hold. Don't stress, everybody.
Okay.
Told the stage manager to hold. It's not a 30-minute call. So we're gonna hold for our Broadway or our Equity 8, if you will.
Do I try and do one story each? If you guys have two, we'll just make it the one.
Yeah.
So we get everyone in.
So RJ, Ian, Lauren, and Anna, pick one story so that way we can get through everybody, and then we can still do our Thank You 5 happy talk. So RJ, we're gonna bring you on next. Where you at, RJ? There we go. All right, he's thumbs up. He's smiling. Here we go. Come on in, RJ.
Hi.
What's up, RJ?
It's so cool to meet you guys.
RJ, wait a minute. I'm gonna zoom in on you. I'm obsessed with your room right now.
Oh, thank you.
The aesthetic lighting.
Yeah, I have a little nook for myself that I made.
Oh my god, I love that.
Thank you.
Yes.
RJ, will you come to my house and redecorate my room so that way I can have a nook as well?
I would love to.
Awesome. So what story do you have for us, RJ?
Funnily enough, just like Jessica, it was in Oklahoma in the Dream.
Oh
no. I was 12 at the time, way too young to be doing Oklahoma. And I was not a dancer, I'll be honest, but I was kind of a dancer. And this was like a high school, middle school show. And so I was instructed to lift someone who was about my height and weight, but it wasn't possible. And my tooth was loose all week. And while I was lifting her, my tooth fell out and I bled. But it's fine.
Ooh, I knew where that story was going when you started saying that, and I was still freaking out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! What did you do? How did you? How do you do that?
I had to. I told her to mark it, but she was very good about it. And then I put the tooth in my pocket, and then I kept going.
I love it.
This was during a rehearsal. It wasn't during a show. So
okay, but I mean, still.
RJ, ever the professional. Miss, I need you to mark it. Okay, mark it, and then we can keep going.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the show must go on.
Yeah.
RJ, again, two things. I'm obsessed with your room, and thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you so much for coming on.
Bye, RJ.
See you later. Bye.
That was like gonna be my my worst memory, like our backups if no one was gonna come on and talk to us. I was doing Little Shop of Horrors, horrors, and I was supposed to lift Audrey and put her into the plant. And I had no upper body strength at the time, and I threw out my back. I was like, and then I eventually put her in, but it was not good. It was very embarrassing.
I was waiting for you to tell that story because Sage had told was talking to me before this started. He's like, "I'll save my story." He's like, "I threw out my back." I'm like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "We'll do it later."
All right, Ian, we are gonna bring you in.
Come on in, Ian.
Oh, and he's got a special guest with him.
Ian, the beard.
He's happy that the 55 podcast started this month, so he just wanted to say what's up.
Oh, what's his name?
That's Rocky.
Rocky. Rocky.
Oh. Hey, dude. So, for those of you that don't know, this is actually a good friend of mine, Ian.
Hi, Ian. I was like, I don't know who you are.
Hey, cheers, brother.
The new podcast. This is awesome. That's why I'm here to say good work. Like nobody else is doing this from their house. This is really important for the community, for people working here, and for people that want to work here to get information and to learn what it's like to actually be in this business. So you guys are doing a great thing.
Thank you, man. That means a lot. Nice. Yeah. Ian is actually a really, really incredible. That's what I know of him. He's an incredible drummer at Universal Studios. I can say that, right? Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. But he's an incredible and also an incredible human. So, Ian, tell us your story, man. What's going on?
All right, so I have a couple stories. I'll make them really quick. My worst story that I can think of right now is when I first started Beat Builders, we were not in the same place as we are now. We were breaking with Sing It basically, but we were separate at this time. So I was eating my chow at the trailer, and I ate some bad pork from the Backlot Bistro apparently, because my tummy was grumbling all day. So by the 5th show out of 6, right, for the day, out of that second to last show, finally we got there and we started the show. And I remembered that I invited this girl that I was seeing at the time. I was really excited because she's going to see me in this most badass show that I do in the park. Right? Like, it's not Green Army. It's not the Main Street Philharmonic. It's the Beat Builders, man. She's going to see me in this thing. I'm going to look so cool. So we finally get to like halfway through the show. I'm like, this is not good. I think I might have to cut the show or something. No. And I get to a line where I have to say something, and I throw up on set, on microphone. So yeah, instead of saying like, let's put some finishing touches on these beats, it was like, let's put some.
Oh no, Ian!
It didn't look cool at all. Not at all. She was still into me for some reason, but yeah, it didn't look cool at all.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
and unfortunate.
Live entertainment. You never know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Right, quick, Ian, tell us one more story because we're about to run out of time. But tell us one more story.
Last story, it's my best moment. It's from New Year's Eve this year at the Edison, where I also play with Shannon Starkey.
That's my wife.
Yeah, I play drum set out there, and we got halfway through Shut Up and Dance With Me, and the guitar player, Marshall, looks over and he's like, we shouldn't have started the song. There's 10 seconds until the ball drops. We're in the middle of the song, and I'm like, we need to do something. And we got to the perfect point, and I just leaned over and I pressed stop, and everybody stopped, and Marshall goes, whoa, hold up. There's an important occasion coming on here. He's got this southern drawl. He's from Texas. He's like, I can't go on like this. I feel like we got to celebrate something. And we just all started counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, confetti. Everyone's partying and kissing and drinking, and it was wonderful. And yeah, it was a really tense moment that turned out to be fantastic and awesome.
Ever the professional, awesome. Ian. I'll tell you what, man. So cool. I love that.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for coming on. That was awesome.
Thank you for being here, man. And I wish I had my Manhattan. I usually always have a Manhattan with me while I'm doing this, but he does. He's an alcoholic. Hey, but cheers, brother.
Cheers, guys.
Hey. Cheers. Bye, Ian.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
All right. All right. Oh my gosh. I think Lauren, not Lauren. Oh gosh, who was it? I think Anna went away. All right, but that's fine. That's okay though, because I literally think we're about to get our 5-minute call.
Sage and Jessica, this is your 5-minute call. 5 minutes.
I called it.
Whoa, you called that
I knew
right
that,
on the dot.
I knew that was happening. So here at Thank You Five, the podcast live, but the podcast, whatever.
Podcast.
We take these last 5 minutes to kind of reflect on the positive things happening, because in this time, it's important to stay. It's very important to stay positive. And if anyone out there, real quick, has like one sentence thing that they that's something positive happening in their life, whether it's entertainment or not, let us know in the comments below, or pop onto this live stream. Click on the link and we'll bring you up for a real quick positive moment. But Jess, tell me something positive that's happening. Oh my gosh, we forgot to say thank you, Five. Thank you, Five.
Oh, thank you, Five.
Okay, great. Tell us something.
We had this whole thing planned out, Sage.
We sure did. Tell us what's happening positive in our lives.
What did I had one planned and then I forgot it.
Should I go first?
I remembered it.
Okay, go.
Okay. So I got last night, I was texting Sage at like midnight, and I got my date for the cast member preview to go back to Disney World, to go to go visit as a guest. So I get to go see Cinderella Castle, and it's not like clicking that it's real, because it just seems like it's not.
Well, right, because we're I'll say as well. I got mine for the 7th for Magic Kingdom, and it seems like this is going to be the last time we're going to see Disney World for the foreseeable future, because the reservation system is blocked out until next March. Equity can't come to an agreement. That they won't bring us back to work. So it's crazy.
So I'm gonna literally, my friend was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go to the rope drop. I'm like, I will be at the rope drop. I'm going to be every single minute I'm allowed to be in that park. I will be in that park.
Amen. Right. Real quick before we get to mine, what's the number one thing you're looking forward to at Walt Disney World? Like, what's the first you're gonna book it? Like, this is the thing I have to do and cherish.
You know what? I've never been much of like a rides person. I've always been like I love walking around, and I just like love the atmosphere of everything. So I think just like going in, taking it slow. I know there's a couple entertainment offerings that have been announced about like little mini parades or something. It was on some blog post. I don't really remember. But just like the entertainment offerings that they're offering. I'm excited to be there. I think that's mostly what it is.
Same. I'm excited to get drunk and ride Winnie the Pooh. So
you know what? I'm changing my answer to that.
Right? No, right. It's like you know the secret, guys. Come on, let's not get it twisted. You get the water bottle full of vodka and then you put it in a Coke.
Sage, you work there.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. So
what's your thing?
I will say real quick, people are commenting their favorite things. I'm gonna feature as many as I can at the end of these 5 minutes, but comment down below what something positive that's happening in your life right now. So mine is it's so not. Mine's usually like, okay, can I have 2? Is that allowed?
Make them quick.
Okay, get out of here, Jess. All right. So first thing is first, I got no, it's not a socially distant massage, but I did get a massage today. Everyone was safe. We wore masks. It's a crazy cleanup process afterwards. But I have this crazy thing, and maybe you guys have noticed. Like I do this weird neck thing. I got a massage today, and she's like fixing my problems. And my problems, not my emotional problems, but my physical problems.
That's for tomorrow.
Right. And so, but she was so like blunt. She was like, doing her like knot thing. And she's like, so Sage, couple questions. What do you do for a living? And why does your body hate you? And I was like, cool.
I might call that rude, ma'am.
No, it was good though. Like it was fine. I liked it. I thought it was funny. The other thing, I'm gonna plug my thing real quick. I'm super excited because on my personal channel next Monday, July 6th, I do this thing called Disney Game Night, and we're flipping the show on its head, and we're doing Disney Match Game Night. You know the show Match Game?
Oh, I was thinking like you were doing like a speed dating with Disney. That's what I got from that title.
Oh my gosh!
Like, what? Like,
you are?
Like, am I right?
No. Okay. Comment down below if you know what
I was like,
Match
wait,
Game
can
is.
I join?
No. So Match Game is basically like like we have an all-star panel. Like we have drag queens and we have puppets, and they're our panel. And then we have 4 guests who are basically like, I asked them a question with a blank in a sentence, and they have to write it down and try and match. They have to try and match answers with the panel, and it's all like Disney related question. Like if Kermit the Frog did a duet with someone, It's Not Easy Being Green, who would it be? And they have to try and
Alphaba. Okay.
hopefully it's Disney related, but who knows?
Oh, sorry. Right.
Lauren, Jess, you thought the same thing about Match Game? No. No, but it's literally on television right now with Alec Baldwin. Come on, guys.
I don't watch television. I watch Netflix.
It's on Hulu, girl. Come on now.
I watch Disney Plus. I don't know.
Well, speaking of which, I do. So a lot of you guys have been commenting down below.
Let's see some positives.
Positive. Emma just got a job at a princess company.
Yay, that's so fun.
Yay, that's awesome.
I love that.
And happy 18th birthday next Thursday, Lindsay.
Oh, I just pulled these out of my ear. Yes, that's awesome.
Let's see. The first. Oh, have you seen it yet?
I was gonna ask you the same thing. I have not.
I haven't yet either. I think I started it, but I was drunk last night, and so I don't remember it.
I'll tell you why I've avoided it, and it's because like currently I have a lot of emotions, but I don't want to feel any of them. And I know if I watch it, I will cry.
Right. Sarah's like us, looking forward to the cast member preview.
Yes, Sarah, what's up, girl? We were texting last night, so.
Oh, okay. Oh, Sarah. Okay, got it. Positive. Just turned 20, starting voice lessons this month. That's right.
Yes, yay.
Lauren enjoyed my water bottle vodka thing. Something positive.
Don't do that. No.
Don't do as I say, not as I do.
Correct.
Virtual Trolls Universal 10K with Universal Studios Hollywood this month.
Yay! I saw the medals. They're beautiful. They're so pretty.
Oh, that's cool, Narissa. By the way, that's a pretty name, Narissa. I love that.
I love that.
All right, and Carly's looking forward to going on the Haunted Mansion for the first time when Disney reopens.
I changed my answer to that.
God, it's funny because we had the option to either go to Magic Kingdom or Animal Kingdom, and and Shannon was like, "We got to see the baby monkeys," and I was like, "But babe, it's Disney World, so like, what's the thing when you think about Disney World, right?"
Well, the thing is, I was because I love Animal Kingdom. However, I know Finding Nemo's not happening right now.
Yeah.
And Festival of the Lion King's gonna be, I guess, weird. I know nothing, but I have to go see Finding Nemo if I go to Animal Kingdom. If it's not going, I can't go.
Yes. Oh well, Lauren has 2 interviews in Orlando next week. Congrats.
Ooh, yes, girl.
Get that job search going. And by the way, my girl Jen Finch.
Is she here?
These children, because everybody should know what the Match Game is.
Jen,
go check it out.
Oh my God, I love you.
Either way, but if you go to Disney Game Night, which is next Monday at 7 on my channel, it'll be you'll get it.
We'll figure out what it is. It's not dating.
All right. Emma was very sweet to you, Jess. She goes, I'm binging Jess's videos while I do summer work. I love it.
Nice, guys. Jeez.
Thank you. Oh gosh, hold on.
Sage and Jessica, this is your Places call. Have a good show, you two.
Yes, that was our Places call.
Oh, where did that come from?
Thanks. By the way, our stage managers are his actual name, who's our voice of God is his name is John Valina. So thank you, John. I appreciate it. Real quick, as always, when we end these puppies, we just kind of talk, just plug our social medias. These puppies.
Sorry, I had to. Well, like Salem's like over here, and I'm just like petting his head.
Jess, if people want to find you, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me on YouTube, which I think is where a lot of you guys are watching right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hop over to my Instagram at Jessica Medley. It's on here. Twitter, I'm over there. Oh, hi, Salem. Okay, so we're here. Twitter, Jess Medley 27. I did check. That is what it is. And yeah, that's it. What about you, Sage? Where can they find you?
On YouTube, where some of you guys are watching at Sage Starkey TV, Instagram Sage_Starkey. Let's see if I'll put our Instagram. There's our Instagram names. Instagram Sage_Starkey, Twitter Starkey Sage, Facebook just hoop. I don't. You guys don't want to follow me on Facebook.
You have a Facebook?
Facebook is for old people. Literally, I kid you
I
not.
have TikTok now, so
I don't have TikTok. You asked me about it last week. I just can't do it. I can't freaking do it.
come on, Sage.
Someone says plug the cat. Where can you find the cat?
He does have an Instagram at Salem Medley. However, I don't post on there a lot because he just I can't get a good photo of him because it just blends in everything, to be perfectly honest.
I love it. And you can find this podcast on Instagram, just the updates for like episode announcements at thankyou5_ the podcast on Instagram. And our actual podcast, which everybody who was featured tonight on the vodcast the audio will be featured actually on our podcast kind of our streaming sites hopefully tomorrow. But I think that's it, Jess. What a success! What a successful thing.
Before we started this, we're like, all right, we're gonna like cap it at 45, like make it short and sweet. But like, I was so entertained. I was like, don't turn it off, Sage. Let them keep talking. I want to hear more.
No, you guys were awesome. Thank you so much for being part of it.
Participating. That was awesome. Oh my god, so cool.
All right, Jess, close us out.
All right. Thank you guys so much for being here and listening to us. And remember, stay inspired.
And keep laughing. Thank you, Places.
Thank you, Places. Woo!